Dr. Matt's Metabolic Kitchen. I am Rishi, a rising high school senior, geography geek, and aspiring neuroscientist.
And I am Jeeva. I am a self-proclaimed computer geek, Minecraft enthusiast, and I am rising 8th grader. We are both loving food and are keyed into metabolic health.
So you may wonder what a couple of kids have to say on health and diet when YouTube already has tons of content on topics of all stripes.
Maybe, but for someone of my age, most of these topics are contradictory and confusing.
Exactly. Our family is passionate about health and have followed a healthy lifestyle for years, but it has been sort of hard to explain to our friends why we do what we do.
That is, until we came across the pioneering work of Dr. Matthew CL Phillips. He was like finding the missing piece of the puzzle, right, Rishi?
Yes, indeed, Jeeva. Dr. Matt is a neurologist, clinical researcher, and a world-renowned expert in metabolic health. His passion is to explore the potential therapeutic benefits of metabolic strategies, particularly fasting and ketogenic diets, in treating some of our most difficult diseases and disorders.
Such as neurodegenerative diseases, like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, epilepsy, even cancer and lifestyle disorders, like obesity, diabetes, and heart disease.
Dr. Matt is from Canada, received his medical training in Australia, and is currently practicing in New Zealand.
In his free time, he loves to travel across the country on his Falcon, or around the world, enjoying solace.
In this video series, we plan to highlight some of Dr. Matt's research as we understand it.
We'll show how to cook some of the yummy keto recipes used in his metabolic therapy program. And yes, vegetarians can do keto as well. You can check out his research work and the recipes at metabolicneurologist.com. Link here and in the description.
Dr. Matt concludes that today's healthcare is based on a disease-centric paradigm, which has worked well against infectious disorders of the past. However, in today's world, more people suffer and die of lifestyle disorders, including metabolic syndrome, by the way, this includes diabetes, atherosclerosis, that's a heart disease, cancer, and neurodegeneration.
Modern medicine regards these as distinct, unrelated processes, and the underlying disease targets must be eliminated with drugs.
By contrast, a health-centric paradigm considers this a series of hormonal and metabolic responses to a lifestyle-induced disease of mitochondria dysfunction. To restore health, you restore and optimize mitochondria function. That leads us to metabolic strategies. To understand metabolic strategies, we need to journey to a few places. First stop, cells in our body.
Just like the magic school bus.
Yep, and the key player is mitochondria. The mighty mitochondria are tiny powerhouses inside nearly all of our cells. They convert the energy from food, typically glucose, into energy the cells can use. Glucose cell entry is controlled by insulin signaling. But this process becomes less efficient with aging and lifestyle-induced diseases, leading to mitochondrial dysfunction.
But cells can metabolize an alternate fuel called ketones, produced by the liver from fat, allowing them to circumvent the insulin resistance. In fact, they are a superior energy source compared to glucose and can be used by many body organs, particularly the brain and the muscles.
Metabolic strategies such as fasting and the keto diet are interventions that stimulate the generation of ketones. Fasting can be done in different ways. Dr. Matt has even written a paper on it, linked below in the description. The ketogenic diet is a high-fat, adequate protein, very low carbohydrate diet that forces the body to burn fats rather than carbs as its main energy source. The ketogenic diet mimics fasting, but fasting is much more powerful. The metabolic strategies also orchestrate other metabolic changes in the brain and body. They do three things: improve mitochondria efficiency, induce formation of new mitochondria called mitobiogenesis, and improve the recycling of old inefficient mitochondria called mitophagy.
Ketone supplements like MCT oil and ketone esters increase ketone levels too, but they do not activate other important processes throughout the brain and body, so they are not considered metabolic strategies.
So ketones may be the key players, like a quarterback, but other players on the team are significant too.
But how did we end up with so many lifestyle disorders in our world today? To understand this, we need to time travel to hunter-gatherer times. Let's hop in the DeLorean with Doc Brown. Vroom, vroom.
For 2 to 3 million years, early humans followed a hunter-gatherer lifestyle of eating and long, frequent periods of food scarcity. They ate wild, unprocessed foods like berries, nuts, and meat when it was possible to get.
There were no fields of grain, so carbohydrate intake was generally very low or limited. Even when carbohydrates were high, they were accompanied by ample fiber. Their diet was higher in fat and their fiber compared with our modern diet. When fasting, their bodies produced ketones. When feasting, dietary fat supplied them with ketones.
So metabolically, the hunter-gatherer dietary lifestyle fostered a balanced oscillation between two states: anabolism, which emphasized growth and replication, and catabolism, which emphasized maintenance and repair. The mitochondria were sufficiently renewed.
In contrast, our modern-day lifestyle includes multiple meals and snacks throughout the day. This causes frequent periods of anabolism and infrequent catabolism. The mitochondria are not sufficiently renewed, setting us up for mitochondrial dysfunction.
So how does modern medicine deal with modern lifestyle disorders?
In order to answer this question, we need to fast forward to 19th century France. Here we meet two brilliant scientists, Louis Pasteur and Antoine Béchamp.
Pasteur was a leading proponent of germ theory and put forward the disease-centered paradigm. Pathogens like bacteria and viruses are the origins of disease, so he believed that we need to target and eliminate the pathogens.
Béchamp, on the other hand, proposed the terrain, or host theory. This theory is based on the health-centric paradigm. He claimed that pathogens only cause disease in weakened hosts. Dysfunction in the body's own tissues and cells is the origin of disease. Restoring the host improves health and resistance to infection.
With the infectious diseases of that time, Pasteur's germ theory emerged into dominance and is now a cornerstone of modern medicine. Béchamp's terrain theory, however, faded into obscurity.
So how are Pasteur's strategies used to fight today's lifestyle disorders?
Type 2 diabetes,
Reduce blood glucose, give insulin,
heart disease,
reduce cholesterol. Statins are the way to go.
cancer,
Target those genetic mutations.
neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's or Alzheimer's,
Abnormal aggregate proteins found, eliminate them.
Well, despite these medications, modern medicine has been unable to halt the rise of these diseases.
Wonder how Béchamp would fight lifestyle disorders?
Today, given the knowledge about the origin of these lifestyle disorders, Béchamp would have said the target that needs to be restored is optimal mitochondria function.
My turn.
Medicines target only one or a few symptoms, but metabolism is very complex and involves numerous pathways. Metabolic strategies repair hundreds of impaired pathways in the body, restoring our health.
If you are unsure of the use of these strategies for a particular disorder, check with Dr. Matthew Phillips. As with any diet plan, you're doing this plan on your own will, and it's your responsibility to watch for adverse effects. And the plan does not replace the advice of your own doctor.
Until we meet again, remember, it's never too late to restore your health. Hello? Please make sure to like and subscribe and do us a favor so that the people who need to see this. Thank you.